It is PAX Day 3, and it is 4:30 in the morning. Fun fact. So after the whole chaos of like yesterday's panel situation with just like people lining up early, we are not risking getting there late today. A bunch of people are going to be lining up early. I think there's some people already there to get wristbands for Jack signing later, and I am getting a wristband whether it kills me or not. So we are headed over there early. I think we're gonna try to find some food real quick, and then we're gonna go wait in line with all the other crazy people. But I don't know, I think it'll be worth it, because at least for me it's a once in a lifetime opportunity, so I'm excited. Wish it wasn't 4:30 in the morning, but you know, it's fine. So hopefully it'll be a good day. Oh my gosh, that was beyond stressful, but I got a wristband, so we're good to go for later today. Oh my gosh, I'm like still kind of calming down from the anxiety of it all, which like sounds weird. It's just like meeting a YouTuber, but like it was, people are crazy. So we waited outside for a while. They let us in at like 7:40, I guess, 7:45, 1 or 2, somewhere around there. And it was just like the floodgates opened. Just like people running through security and just like very stressful. People like in the lobby, I guess, entrance hall. It's massive. There were like people just like dead ass sprinting, including me, but like I got very stressed when I saw other people sprinting and I panicked. Thankfully one of the enforcers, or like two of the enforcers, were like, they kind of had their arms out and they're like, no one is allowed to pass me, and we all like walked down to the theater together, which I think was just very good on their part. And I'm like really grateful for that, because it took away a lot of the stress of just like running all the way across the convention center, because it's on the opposite end. But yeah, it's just very stressful, a lot of pushing. We had to go down an escalator at one point. It was just, but yeah, made it. I ended up being like one of the first 15-20 people, I guess, to get a wristband and a stamp. And my friends that I came with also managed to get one as well. So that'll be so much fun. I'm very excited for that later today. I don't know how that's gonna go. They made it sound a little weird. They're like, you either get a video or a picture and signing, and I'm like, what does that mean? So I guess I'll clarify that later, but yeah, I'm just kind of decompressing, trying to calm down a little bit from all that. I'm gonna take a nap since the expo hall doesn't open for another 2 hours, and yeah. So we are now in the, I guess, waiting room. They all kind of put us in one room for Jack signing, all the people that got wristbands this morning. It is, I think 12 o'clock right now. So, and the signing starts at 1, I believe. So we're all, there's like a whole bunch of people. Every single cat hair I ever had. In this one room. A little toasty in here. But I think they're just gonna kind of explain how like the signing's gonna go, and yeah, it'll be a fun time.
Hi. Yeah, you too. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Of course, yeah. Of course you remember me. You were up on the big screen. Your name is flashing. Yeah, I don't know if you remember your name. Oh, yeah. Yeah, okay, yeah. I was always curious since you interacted. Yeah. So just like, yeah, it's nice to meet you finally. Yeah, it's so good to meet you too. Thanks.
Oh my gosh, I just met him. He was absolutely precious. I'm still a little shook, but we're good. I was like, oh my gosh, like, hi. I like thanked him for staying so long because he ended up staying really late. The thing was only supposed to go until 4 and it's almost 5 right now and there's still people in there. But yeah, oh my gosh. He like went up to him, I was talking with him, and I like don't remember half the things I said, so I really hope like the video that I got was able to capture that. But he said that he like recognized me on Tumblr, which is like, I was like, oh my gosh, thanks. Well, he mentioned, he was like, hey, thanks for coming to the panel and everything, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm surprised you remember me. He's like, oh, you were on the big screen. I'm like, you right. But yeah, I said he recognized my Tumblr name, and I was just like, thanks for interacting with me so much, I appreciate it. And I showed him my PMA tattoo, and I was like, they like cut off my time. I was so sad. I was like, they cut off my time, but I was like, hey, like, it means a lot because we were both going through a hard time at the same time, and so like, yeah. And I didn't get to say really what I wanted to, but it's fine. Yeah, it was so good. So good. And then I got to talk to Gab and Robin afterwards, which is, they're so sweet. I went out to talk to Gab, and I was like, I saw that you answered a Tumblr post with your cats. And she's like, oh my gosh, yeah. And then she like pulled up her phone and she was like, look, my mom sent me a picture today of my cats. And I was like talking with them about like Sean reacted to the cats because he's like allergic, but I was like talking with her about that, and I was like, I'm just a big cat person, and so like that was just so cool to see. And she's like, oh my gosh, you're so cute. And I was like, you too. And yeah. And then Robin, he was so fun. I was talking to him. He's so chill. I was just like, no, you're doing what I want to do, and like I just think that's really cool. I was like, I told him I was in school for videography, which is true. And we just talked for a little bit. I talked about his edits. I was like, you're so creative. He's like, nah, it's nothing special. Robin, stop. So I'm gonna decompress from that. My hands went completely numb. Like my hand, it wasn't even shaking anymore. My hands went numb. That was weird. So yeah, that was terrifying, but also really fun. It was a good day. So I went back and I watched the video, and I'm a little sad that the last part of that conversation that we had was kind of cut out. I like had him recorded on my phone, and then he like took the picture, and then I didn't realize that he cut it. So like right after that, I like was talking to him, and I showed him like my PMA tattoo. It's like, oh, by the way, I don't know if you've seen this on Tumblr. I just kind of wanted to show this to you. And so I showed it to him, and I was just like, I don't know, I don't even remember everything I said, but it's just like, it means so much to me, like, 'cause you were going through like a really hard time, like, kind of at the same time. I just stuck my hand in front of the camera, sorry. You were going through a really hard time at the same time that I was going through a really hard time, and like, I don't know what I said after that, but it was just like, it just meant a lot to me. And like, I could tell he was so invested in like that moment, because like the enforcer came up and was like, hey, by the way, you're out of time. And like Sean just kept looking at me, and it was just, I could stay there forever. And I looked at him and I was like, okay, one more hug. And I got one more hug out of him, so I got 3 hugs total. Why not? And I was just like, oh my gosh, it was so good meeting you. And he's like, thanks, you too, and thanks for being so positive online all the time. So that was kind of the part that was cut out, and like, I don't know, that was like a really, really meaningful part of the conversation, at least for me. So I'm really kind of sad that got cut out, but like, oh my gosh, it just meant so much to like see him and everything. I'm still kind of on cloud 9 right now. So alrighty, PAX day 4. It's a little sad, a little bittersweet, since it is the last day of PAX. I know, I'm just like, I don't want to leave. I've had such a good time here. Oh, it's last day of PAX, a little bittersweet. We did get here a little later, just kind of slept in today since we got up so early yesterday. So slept in today. So line is a little bit longer than what we had to deal with in the past, but it's fine. I'm not gonna lie, still not over yesterday. Yesterday was such a good day, and I don't think I'm gonna get over that for a very long time. So, but yeah, today we're just gonna kind of walk around the floor, do some things that we still wanted to do. Think we're gonna try to go to the CrankGameplays. I don't know if we're gonna make it or not. And then we're gonna play some VR, maybe play some other little demo games. So yeah, it'll be a good last day of PAX.
Our program begins now. What is my favorite flavor of time?
Now realizing I forgot to vlog after Ethan's panel, so professional YouTuber over here. But yeah, it was really cool. Very different vibe than Sean's panel, but like that it's a different community, so that's to be expected. But yeah, it was really cool. Had a good time. So now we got some food, and then what have we done? We went and played a couple games. I got a pin from playing a demo of a game. It was really cool. It's like a tabletop game, but like on PC, so it's really cool. I can't remember the name of it otherwise. And then we played some Beat Saber. open again. And he like apparently recognized me from yesterday, which is really funny. But yeah, I like saw him coming around the corner, and I was just like, oh my gosh, hi, Robin. And he was like, oh, hey, yeah, I recognize you from yesterday. And I was like, oh, that's cool. Can I get like one more hug real quick? And so like I hugged him, we talked for like a couple seconds, and then like I didn't want to bother him because he was with someone else, and then I let him go. And then my friend got to like saw that I met him and like ran after him real quick, so it's really cool. I got to see him again. Yeah. So now we're just kind of, I think there's like 1 hour until the expo hall closes for the last time, which is so sad. And so we're just kind of walking around. We're sitting down right now because my back is dying. But yeah, it's been a good time. Let's walk around a little bit more, maybe play a few more games. Oh my gosh. Well, as you can probably see, I am back home. My flight landed this afternoon. I got back in around like noon. This morning was absolutely crazy. We got to the airport at like 4 a.m. I love that. So we got to the airport at like 4 a.m. and then my flight was, they were having so many delays this morning, so my flight was delayed until like 10:30. It's just a lot of waiting in the airport, and I was just like very done with it. I mean, I'd done so much waiting all weekend, but you know, it's fine. But yeah, I'm officially running on like 2-3 hours of sleep. I feel fine though. I don't know, I guess I'm just like really hyped from all the adrenaline of PAX, but I also just kind of wanted to sit down and just kind of, I don't know, talk about some things. Cause like, I also did not get to talk about my after, like I didn't get to finish the vlog yesterday. Yesterday was like a lot of fun. So like we were walking around the hall, me and one of my friends were walking around the hall and just kind of like savoring our last moments there. Neither of us wanted to leave the floor whatsoever. It was like, it was so hard. We were just like, I don't want to leave, like I want to stay here. And so we walked around the floor. We were able to find one of the booths that I've been wanting to find all day yesterday. We found the Emily is Away 3 booth, which I really wanted to find because I really like that game. It's just such a cool concept. If you haven't heard of it, I'd check it out for sure. But we found the little booth, and we got to talk to the developer for a little bit, which is really cool. So we were talking to him, and we walked up to the booth 10 minutes before the expo hall was about to close, and me and my friend were like, no, oh my gosh, I can't believe we found it, and like the expo hall is about to close, so like we don't have time to play it. And the developer saw us and was like, oh, like, did you guys like want to play? And we were like, yeah, we've been looking for it like for a big chunk of the day, and we're so sad that we just now found it. And he's like, no, y'all can like totally play, like you can play as long as you want until like someone comes over and kicks you out. Like he was totally chill with it. And so he was asking us, he's like, so how do you know about the game? And I told him, I was like, oh well, I've never like personally played the game because I haven't. Most of the games that I know are through playthroughs, through Jack's playthroughs. And so I was like, yeah, we watched the playthrough online, we watched Jacksepticeye's playthrough. And he was like, oh yeah, he's the best, which that made me really happy to hear that, like, no, so I have the developer know that like Jack is the reason we knew about the game. That was just like kind of cool to me. I don't know, I can't really put it into words. But yeah, so I got to sit down and I played the game for probably like 15-20 minutes. And it's really fun. I definitely want to download it when I can. And like the developer like kind of walked back over while we were playing, and he looked at my friend and he was like, you've played the other ones, right? And she was like, yeah. And he looked at me and he said, but you haven't, right? And I was like, no, I haven't. And so he gave me a Steam code. So I I went ahead and downloaded the game on Steam, so I got it for free. Which it's not very expensive anyway, but like that was still just such a nice gesture. And I really, really appreciated like the fact that he went out of his way to kind of do that for me. And so I went and downloaded the game, and I'm gonna play it probably this week when I have some free time, and whatever free time I can find. I have none these days, but that was just so sweet and such a cool experience. And then later that night, me and some friends just went out to dinner, and we just had such a good time. And gosh, it was so sad. I did not want to leave whatsoever last night. I'm losing my voice if you can't tell. My throat is just but yeah, I did not want to leave last night at all. I was like getting so emotional. I didn't cry, but I almost did. And me and my friend we're just like hugging each other. We were just like, no, I don't want to leave. We were scared we were never gonna see each other again because she's from Norway, and it was just so hard to leave someone who like lives like literally like thousands of miles away. It's so hard to leave someone like that, and she was just so much fun, and so were all my other friends, and it was just so hard to leave all of them, honestly. But yeah, we left this morning, so now I'm back. I can't even put into words like how awesome this weekend was. Like, I don't even know, man. It just feels so surreal. Like it feels like it was just, I was on top of the world. Like it was such a high point for me. It's been so long since I've had that much fun. Like I don't even know. I'm getting emotional right now. It was shit. Just like being in a place where I haven't actually like gotten to cry about this yet, so now it's on camera. Awesome. Just like getting to be in a place like surrounded by people who like, you like see all these like people online, and you like really, you get to know them that way, and you have all these inside jokes with this community online. But then it's like translated in real life, and it's just like, it was so incredible. I just like can't explain like how much it meant to me to be able to like experience that. Just like get to see all these people who like understand that side of me. It just meant the world. It meant the world to get to see them in person. And just like hang out with people who understand. Because I've been watching Sean for 2.5 years at this point, November of 2016. And like, he's the reason that I've like fallen in love with video games, and I've like dived into that world, I guess. And you know, a few of them, but like not to the extent that I am, like love video games and like just love the community in general. I'm the only one in my friend group. I'm the only one besides one other person that I know in like my hometown and like where I live that watches Sean. And so like to be in an environment where that was the norm, and like these people had the same passions as me, meant the world. And that I just like didn't want to leave that environment. It was so incredible. And I miss all of them so much already. And like, dude, I want to try to go back next year so bad. I want to try to go back next year because there's so much I still wanted to do. I want to see all my friends again, or at least some of them, the ones who can come back. And I know it'd be really cool to see Sean again. Because, it was so cool to see him, but I just want so much longer with him. Like, we did not get very much time with him, which I'm so happy that I got to see him at all, but I would have loved so much longer with him. But yeah, PAX was absolutely amazing. I'm so beyond thankful that I got to go. A huge thank you to Sierra for convincing me to go. That just, I literally would not have gone if she hadn't kept asking me if I was going or not. So I really appreciate that, Sierra. Thank you. And oh gosh, I can't believe it's over. It felt like it lasted so long, but it was also just like gone in a flash. So, you know, I guess that ends this vlog. That's so sad to say. It's so sad that it's over, but I'm gonna hold on to all of those memories for such a long time. And I really hope I can at least go back next year. Maybe even make it a yearly thing. So, anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. And remember, God loves you, and so do I. Bye. Okay, I know I just ended the vlog, but like, it's like, Sean knew I ended the vlog, and right as I ended it, I got a notification that he liked one of my posts on Tumblr, and I'm just like, really, Sean? I'm emotional right now. Don't remind me. It's so hard, but anyway, that happened.